We are here today with Kings College men's soccer coach Mark Bassett. Coach, thanks for being here with us today.
No problem.
Coach, the Kings men's soccer team will compete in the Freedom Conference tournament semifinals Wednesday as your third-seeded Monarchs travel to face second-seeded Misericordia University at 7 p.m. in Dallas. Coach, it has been a season with a lot of challenges and varying levels of adversity to overcome. With injuries and other hurdles the team has battled. Your team went 6-1-1 over the last 8 games of the season. So how does it feel to have earned a postseason tournament berth for the second straight year despite all the adversity?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It's a tribute to the guys on the team and how hard they worked over the summer and throughout the season to battle through some of the adversity and the injuries throughout the season has been pretty difficult for us. However, the guys stepped into their roles and did a fantastic job when some of our starters went down with some serious injuries. And to make the playoffs, I think we thought we had the ability to make the playoffs. I think we finally realized that we had to work hard to get there, and I think that was something that was really evident within the season.
Coming into the season, you knew that you had a solid group of veteran players returning. So what was your mindset as a coach heading into the preseason?
Yeah, we did have a solid group of guys with a bunch of experience from last season and previous seasons as well. I think the main goal for us was to improve again. Add a few things that weren't necessarily what we expect out of our players to make us more dangerous going forward and more difficult to break down defensively. And I think the guys have done a pretty good job in terms of adapting to what we expect of them, but also still being consistent in what they do well.
As you mentioned earlier, there were a number of injuries throughout the season, but perhaps the biggest one was in the 5th game when you lost starting midfielder David Strota with serious leg injury. How did the team respond to the loss of Dave, and how did you manage to overcome that injury the rest of the way?
I think the guys really responded very well. Obviously, it was a horrific injury, and those things happen. And unfortunately, this season we had one that was significant. The guys kind of rallied together, and obviously allowed ourselves to take on more roles, take on more responsibility as a result of Dave going down, because obviously he was a leader. He was someone who worked extremely hard in practice, ending games every single time, and someone else had to take on that role. And I think a few guys collectively stepped up to take on that expectation and that accountability within the team.
Kings played Misericordia back on October 16th, and your team won a 1-0 victory at home in a very intense game that had a number of momentum swings and missed chances for both teams. It seems as if both teams were very evenly matched. What are your memories about that game?
Yeah, I would say it was a very, very hard-fought, even match. I think we took into account the possibilities that game could have gone either way, and luckily it went our way. Misericordia had various chances to score, especially in the first half, to get a good grasp of the game. However, our defense did a pretty good job of minimizing those full-blown opportunities, and we showed our perseverance and fought back in the second half to do a good job of finishing stronger than we started with in that game. And I think that's something that our guys within this program have adapted to being a part of who they are as a team and who they are as a person.
Misericordia is obviously a quality opponent with a lot of size on their team. So what challenges do they present to your squad?
Yeah, they do have a lot of size. Derek Antonini and David Malaquis are both over 6'4", target-type players, and do a fantastic job of winning possession, holding possession up, and dictating the flow of the game. And obviously, as being 6'4", they're tough in the air and tough to handle. Misericordia uses their speed and their athleticism quite well in terms of attacking the flanks and then whipping balls in and allowing themselves to be pretty dangerous as 6'4" targets. We did a pretty good job of minimizing that in the first game. Obviously, we are definitely preparing for that again, and anything, and hopefully we can handle whatever they bring to us that's different from the first game.
On Wednesday, your team now travels to Misericordia for the rematch with a trip to the Freedom Conference title game on the line. What does your team need to do in order to walk away with a victory?
I think stay consistent. maintain that work ethic towards what we plan in terms of our game plan for either attacking and defending Misericordia. Maintaining focus throughout the 90 minutes and understanding our roles and expectations as we go forward, as we defend. Be conservative, be clean, play good possession soccer without forgetting to go forward. And when we do go forward quickly and be as relentless as we possibly can in the attacking third.
You're coming down the home stretch for a group of seniors on your squad who have really helped the program the last 4 years. Talk about them and what they've meant to the program.
Yeah, there's been a group of seniors that have kind of built themselves into great, fantastic people and great leaders. Kevin Buchanan and Eric Stanfield have been 4-year starters for us and have immense amount of experience. And I think a lot of that showed between in our game on Saturday. Those two played fantastically on Saturday. And obviously Mark, our goalkeeper, Mark Bassett, our goalkeeper, has had immense amount of experience as well. Kind of took over the job halfway through his freshman year and hasn't relinquished it yet, and has been doing fantastically. That type of experience, obviously, they played in big games, and hopefully, that type of experience can filter down into the guys who have less experience, and provide a calming influence and some composed nature going into the game, and hopefully that'll allow us to be a little bit more positive in the result, hopefully, and a little bit more positive in our play.
Well, Coach, that's all the time that we have. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck to you and the Monarchs when you travel to face Misericordia University in the Freedom Conference semifinals Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Thanks.